What's going on, everybody? So what I have right here is my 91 S10, and I have recently thrown in a 5.3 liter from a 2002 Chevy Silverado. So it wasn't that hard. Let me just go ahead and get that out of the way. It was not hard at all. There's so many people have done this. It's almost easy. So I literally did everything right there. I mean, if I can do it right there, then a lot of people can do this. It's not as hard as long as you have the money and some ability inside your, some hand tool ability or anything like that, you can get it done. So, oh, you hear that? Ooh, somebody's getting on it. So, all right, so I have the LS swap headers. Obviously, these are the only ones that are really, I mean, you're not going to be able to get just any headers when you're trying to do an S10. So I mean, I only paid like $109 for these, but there are way better ones for more money. And some, if you got the money, go ahead and spend that money. Let's see, I went ahead, because of these headers, I had to go with these angled spark plug wires, just because the old ones were hitting. They were actually hitting like right up in here and all of this stuff. So I ended up having to go with those, and thank you LS Blue Media, who's actually pointed those out to me and pointed me in the right direction on those. Let's see what else. This intake was a bit of a challenge. Whenever you go and put this in there, as you can see, my radiator is actually recessed up into my core support, and that's because whenever I tried running this, it was hitting my radiator and it was hitting up here, and I didn't want to have to put a cowl hood or anything like that. And heck, I don't even think the cowl hood would have actually helped me in this situation, but maybe it would have, I don't know. But let's see here. Let's see, right here on the fuel rail, this is how I did the fuel rail. Yeah, okay, so these are AN fittings, AN quick connects. Then it runs down. That is also, I need to do the return line, but the return line just doesn't have the same pressure as the main. So that's being held in with a nice clamp down, permanent clamp, basically. I don't know what they're called, honestly. They run down. That obviously comes through a filter, and all this tree sperm is just every freaking where. And then they go down and they actually attach to my existing hard lines that actually run to the back. They actually have some compression fittings that will allow you to adapt the AN fittings to your hard lines. That way, because you already have hard lines, they can run all the way back. They're great, they're gonna hold up to any pressure. They're metal. So then they run back there to the fuel pump where yeah, I actually will be putting in a walbro 255 here in the next I guess whenever they decide to deliver it to me. Let's see, now with the oil pan, I actually notched my frame. I can't show it to you. I guess I can. Okay. As you can see, my oil pan hangs down right there. You have options. You do not have to do it that way. That's just how I did it. But yeah, I mean, so the oil dipstick. Now, I actually got one from a van. This actually came out of a van, but I used, where is it? I used a brake line tool, that thing, and I was actually able to reshape it, because it's actually, I was actually capable of reshaping it to what I needed it for. Let's see. I went ahead and just routed, because I have no heater core. As you can see, I have nothing over there. So I just made a loop on it. Now, if you're also going to go ahead and delete it, you cannot just cap it off. You may think, okay, well, I'm not going to be doing that, so let me just cap off these ends right here. But you need them open for the water to pass over the throttle body, or not throttle, the thermostat, I mean. That's from my reading. It can cause issues if you try to just cap these things off. Let's see. I mean, like I said, and I was actually able to. This is the stock steering shaft. A lot of times you'll hear people say that you need to get the steering shaft off of a what is it, like a 90 something Cherokee, because they actually bolt up right and everything like that. I didn't have any issues. The only issue I had was before I got these angled ones, this spark plug back here, the wire would actually hit the steering shaft. So that was like literally the only issue I had. The transmission I'm running is a 4L60E that I decided to paint green. Yes, and then I ran my own custom exhaust, as you can see, up and over to some MagnaFlow TrueX muffler. This is the original drive shaft for the S10 and the original differential, which I will probably explode in time. I just gotta, just give me time and I'll probably explode it, I'm sure. This, I went with the G-Force cross member right here, and let me say, it is nice. That's why I was able to actually do this the way I did it. And it's not great because I did it, obviously, but it's still, I feel like I did a good job. Let's see, I'm obviously, as you can tell by the vehicle, I'm going with that stock look. Got me some new Hankooks for that, to complete that stock look, and I gotta say, this is gonna be a really good sleeper. Now, it's still only a stock engine and I still gotta do some tuning on it, but I mean, this truck only weighs 2,300 pounds ish, somewhere around there. So that's and this motor came from something that was what, 6,000 ish pounds. So that alone right there is a good recipe for success. So it should be faster. It's not gonna be faster than the BMW, but it still should be a lot faster than when I had that, what was it, a 2.8 liter? Yeah, that good old 2.8 liter. Boy, it was slow. And before we get going, I just wanted you to see, I went ahead and installed some 350Z seats. If you're not new to the channel and you're just watching this because you saw that it was an S10 build, I put these S10 seats in. There is a full video on this. Is that more tree sperm? No, I have no idea what that is. These are, yes, they are 350Z seats, but on 370Z rails. So, but went ahead, and this is the shifter out of a Oldsmobile, what is that, the Bravada. Yeah, you can get these out of the Blazer as well. Some of the Blazers had floor shifters. This one actually, like I said, came out of a Oldsmobile Bravada. I believe they always had floor shifters. That is my computer up inside there. I got that, like I said, I got that out of a 2002. And let's see, there's really, I mean, I reused the original key by just, going down there and finding the wires. I got videos on that if you're interested. So yeah, I mean, this thing, it's beautiful. Oh yeah, so I went with a eBay wiring harness. It was $250. Link in the description. I'll put a link in the description for everything, obviously. Okay, so I'm gonna go over to my mom's. I gotta take back her little doggy door. And oh my god, it's almost impossible to do this seatbelt one-handed. Okay, so right now we're gonna take a look at, keep track of spark retard throughout our period here, and yeah, we're gonna see what we got, see if we need to adjust or anything like that, and yeah, let's do this. I'll tell you what, I've been driving her around and she is doing fantastic. I've been checking the retard, spark retard, making sure it's not adjusting it. Oh, phone, my speedometer just fell. But yeah, I've been checking it all. I'm trying to make sure that oh, sorry guys. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure that this is all running tip-top shape, and yeah, this is fantastic. She's running great. Woo, still out here, still having fun, and I tell you what, she is driving fantastic. Not once has it had to retard the timing, even once. Now I've only gotten up to about About 2,400 RPMs, maybe 3,400 RPMs. So it's hard to look at it while I'm driving. But she is doing fantastic. I'm thinking I'm gonna add a bit more timing to her. See what I can get from her that way. And honestly, she feels a little sluggish, and I'm not sure if that has anything to do with the spark plugs. They're brand new, but you know, they went through that period where I was running really rich with those 42s. So there's a good chance that those need to be replaced. And I'm sure the coils need to be replaced as well, because I mean, I'm still using the same ones from when I got the engine. So yeah, I do believe that would be something I need to do here in the near future. But I'll tell you what, it's not vibrating other than what the motor causes, you know, just because it's a lot of power for this light ass vehicle. Other than that, when I hit bumps, it doesn't like get all violent and everything like that. Oh my God, she's driving so good! Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm not gonna get all like super crazy, but wow. Yeah, 2,800 seems to be the highest I've gotten my RPMs. We'll see if we can change that once we get to my road, or when we leave out from right here. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm still not 100% sure on the transmission. I'd like to be. I'd really, really, really like to be 100% sure on the transmission. Sadly, I did the work on it, and yeah, I just don't trust myself. So, that was the first automatic transmission I have ever dealt with. So, it just feels like it's lacking some power, and it could just be that it's the noise is different, and I'm not, you know, subconsciously I'm not pressing on the pedal as hard as I could. Maybe the throttle itself is having some issues. So, you know, hey, at this point, there's a lot of things that it could be. But let's see what we can do here. It still feels really hesitant. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm running 93 octane to make sure that there's no knock retard or anything like that. And I mean, it's probably plenty fast for, you know, a stock motor the way it is. And but yeah, man, the cops are out today. Oh my God, they are out today. I am just gonna go ahead and go home. Well, I have been missing them like crazy. I mean, I'm legal, but still, I don't want to have to explain to them that, yeah, hey, yeah, I'm just out here testing it, blah blah blah. I have no speedometer. I have nothing. I have this laptop and I have my phone. That's all I got. So, oh man, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Let's see here. Gave it a little bit of, we punched it a little bit there. She's doing better. She's doing a lot better than she was when I went out on the ride in the first place. That's for sure. She's oh man. Okay, so her hanging idle or hanging RPMs seem to have vanished. Maybe. Let's see. I mean, they still hang a little bit. I could probably tweak that with fuel cracker and follower, because I am running an aftermarket intake, aftermarket exhaust. They can, you know, mess with some of your settings, and that's some stuff that I'm planning on looking at. But I will say, let's see if you can see it. It did not all the way up to 2,800 RPMs. I never once needed any retarding, so that's fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I've got a new fuel pump coming in. I ran with that one from a 96 5.7 liter, and it worked, and it's working, but I feel like it's not able to keep up. So I went and I got me a Walbro 255. Probably should have did that from the beginning. I know. Just go ahead and let me know in the comments. Yeah, hey, I got one coming in the mail now. But I gotta say, she's doing fantastic. The spark is still all over the place, so I gotta figure out that. I'm not sure why it's all over the place. I mean, it goes up to 23, it drops. Maybe that's normal. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. I finally drove my truck, and I can actually drive it like a normal truck. I mean, look, I've been sitting here idling, and it's just gotten up to 187. Just sitting here chilling. Yeah, timing advance has been, you know, doing its thing. So you probably like, I sound like the dumbest person talking about this shit, but I am the dumbest person talking about this shit because I don't know it at all. But what I do know is that it's doing what it needs to do, and I can drive it from now on. I don't have to drive the BMW all the time. I can give her a break from time to time. Yeah, but like I said, that's gonna be it. I know it was just me driving around doing stuff like that, but to me that was a big thing, and I hope it was big to you. And thank you to everybody, and catch you next time.